to my vlog. Okay, so since it's February and everyone's celebrating Valentine's Day, ano nga ba ang Valentine's Day? Okay, so nung search ko sa online ang meaning ng Valentine's, so gamit ko yung suko. Sabi dito, it celebrates romantic love, making it a popular day for couples to spend together. Valentine's Day is traditionally associated with red hearts, romance, flowers, candy, or other sweet things, and the exchange of cards or valentines that expresses love. So anything about love is celebrated during this day or during this month. So kung mapapansin nyo, everyone or not all of the establishments, but most of the establishments have this Valentine's decoration to celebrate love. Okay, so for Pagans, Valentine's feast day is actually, it says here, Valentine's feast day in the middle of February, in an effort to Christianize the pagan celebration of Lupercalia. 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 Celebrated at the Ides of February, or like middle of February. February 15. So Lupercalia was a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture, as well as to the Roman founders Romulus Remus. So for Christian, sabi dito is Saint Valentine's Day. Yan. Saint Valentine's. Okay. So, Saint Valentine was a widely recognized 3rd century Roman saint commemorated in Christianity on February 14. Okay, so it's very important to know the history or the background why we celebrate something, kasi it'll give added meaning. Why are we celebrating? What is the purpose of celebrating this feast or this event? It adds meaning kasi. There are lots of information available online. Just be careful of getting those information, kasi some of them are fake news, but some of them are true. So know how to filter things, know how to discern which is right, which is wrong. Okay, so i-share ko lang itong book na nabili ko way back before pa to, by Selene, Silverwind, Magic for Lovers, The Wicked Way to Lasting Romance. So it's a weekend tradition, and maganda siyang book actually. there are several parts. It's divided into 5 parts, and it's a total of 202 pages. Nag-discuss dito siya ng tools and techniques, enhancing rituals and blessings, uniting ceremonies and blessings like meet the parents, first holiday together, private hand fasting, public hand fasting. Hand fasting is similar with marriage. It's a promise to be together. Merging two families, post-wedding vows, preparing for child. And nagtakol din siya ng pinakol din niya yung topic about healing and banishing rituals, but this is more on relationships, like releasing festering negativity, cleansing your relationship, healing a rift, returning balance to the relationship, banishing codependence, banishing inferiors from others, healing from a loss, healing sexual problems, stress break box, releasing stress. And also, meron din siya dito, blessing and manifesting rituals, blessing each other for love, blessing your relationship crystal, blessing your relationship candle, blessing your home, manifesting prosperity as a couple, manifesting specific goals, manifesting long-term goals, manifesting career success, conceiving a child. So, kung mapapansin yung mga major events that's happening sa person's life, as much as possible, as a pagan or as a Wiccan practitioner, I was a Wiccan practitioner, pero ang spiritual path is dumadaan currently with I have this group. Anyways, it's a different story. Also, meron din siya dito timing, days of weeks, correspondence, gods and goddesses. Let's see gods and goddesses. 192. Okay. And there are several gods and goddesses na diniscuss niya dito. And sabi dito, throughout this book, I ask you to invite Aphrodite to your ritual. I do this because deities of Greek mythology are the most common recognized. However, you may substitute other goddesses or gods whether you feel it appropriate. Okay, so there are several gods and goddesses dito, from Greek, Phoenicians, Celtic, Roman, Scandinavian, Egypt, Hindu, Sumerian. Okay, for example, for Greek goddess of love, beauty, and sex, see Aphrodite. For Phoenician, I don't know, Phoenician, it says here, and later Greek goddess of fertility, it says here Astarte. For Celtic, see Bridget, goddess of smithcraft, inspiration, healing, fertility, poetry, and learning. God of fertility, see Cernunnos. And then for Romans, si Fortuna, goddess of fortune and happiness. Sa Scandinavian naman, si Frey, a god of fertility and abundance. Sa Egypt, si Hathor, its Egyptian goddess of motherhood. Sumerian, si Inanna, mother goddess. And then sa Chinese, si Kuan Yin, goddess of fertility and healing. Hindu, si Sakti, Shiva. Sakti, Hindu mother goddess, inseparable from Shiva. Shiva is Hindu god of destruction, inseparable from Sakti. Ayan. Tingnan naman natin yung iba. Okay. Meron din siyang days of the week. So, today is Friday. This week's Friday. Today is Friday. So, Friday is Freya. Frigga's Day. As you all know, it's associated with Venus for love, friendship, beauty, harmony, marriage, and sensuality. And then color is for if you want romantic love, use pink. Pink for romantic love, red for passion, orange for confidence, yellow for charm, green for growth or wealth, blue for creativity, purple for spirituality, brown for ending without banishing, black is for banishing, protection, binding, white spirituality, peace, all-purpose, gold, the sun, silver, the moon. Again, itong correspondence nito is depende sa tradition mo at depende kung nasaan ka. Kasi, again, ang pagse-celebrate is nakabase sa paligid natin. Phases of the moon, phases of the sun, if there are, like time in the day, time in the night, phases of the moon, high tide, low tide, natural events. Okay, nakabase doon. Agriculture, anihan, tag-ulan, weather. So binabase natin as a spiritual person, nakabase tayo sa nature, sa paligid natin. Binabasa natin yung sinasabi ng kalikasan, ni-interpret natin siya into our world to help us to live a better life. Ayun. Kasi sabi nga nila, God gave free will to mankind, so we can do whatever we want. Diba? So, andyan yung nature to guide us. Where should we go? What should we do? Para balance lang. Kasi if we do what we want, we will destroy the earth eventually. That's why balance lang siya. Okay, may nabasa rin ako dito na nag-set siya ng rules. Meron siyang a few words about love and magic. Nag-set siya ng rules. I will never perform a spell designed to attract a specific person. Okay, kasi naniniwala siya sa karma, the law of return. It says here, the idea being that the energy you release into the world returns to you like a boomerang. In some traditions, the return is threefold in its intensity. This isn't simply a magical theory. As we know from physics, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, in magical terms, energy can be unpredictable regardless of how experienced the practitioner is. Thus, spells can sometimes have unexpected or unwelcome consequences. So, everything what we do has consequences. So, be careful performing a spell. There are consequences. Dito lang naman yung information na yan for us, for guidance and to make our lives better for good, not for harming people. Meron pa siya dito. I will never perform a love spell on behalf of someone else. Yung mga gayon-gayon sa Filipino tradition. Sabi pa niya dito, when doing spell work, especially when it involves love or people you love, you must consider all the possible results. What seems helpful might actually cause more harm in the end. If you're asked to cast a spell for someone else, I advise you to give advice or providence information instead. Avoid doing the magic for them. So I don't know why people perform love potions for someone. I've done this before, but what I'm doing is like petition. It's not a love spell. It's a petition. Kung kayo parang petition to the gods or to the diwatas na if sila bigyan mo ng chance yung isa pa, if that doesn't work, then hindi sila para sa isa't isa. I've done this several times and okay naman yung love spell. Pero it's not technically love spell, but they call it love spell. I call it love spell para lang maintindihan, para lang may term siya. Okay. Again, meron pa dito, I never magically interfere in someone else's relationship. I never magically interfere in someone else's relationship. Okay. It is also tempting to use magic to save a marriage that's in trouble, especially if you're close to the couple. Don't. You're not in the relationship. Don't make it your karma. Karma mo siya. Again, threefold laws. Okay, so meron pa dito. I never perform a spell on my lover without his or her permission. Sabi dito, it is manipulative. You are lying. Neither is a sign of healthy relationship. Furthermore, if you feel compelled to lie to or manipulate your lover, regardless of how loving your intentions, then you should probably ask yourself why instead of why not. If you can't tell your lover your plans, probably already know the answer. Would you like it if your lover ignored your feelings and manipulated you? You would not. So give your lover the same consideration you would expect for yourself. Then, okay, ito pa sabi niya. Meron pa dito. Even when we use our best intentions, sometimes love and magic can become muddled. I've codified these rules as a guide to help you find your own way into a successful merger of love and magic. And magic, ask yourself the following before using magic on someone you love. Okay, ask yourself that. There are a few questions. Am I attempting to manipulate the will of another person? Would I be willing to cause my desired result without using magic? What are all possible results and repercussions? Has my intended target asked me to cast this spell? By the time you get to the fourth question, you will know whether or not the spell is appropriate. When in doubt, use your common sense. Common sense. All the spells in this book have been written for you and your lover together, so manipulation is not a worry when using them. Let this chapter serve as your guide when creating spells on your own. So, maraming knowledge na shinare si Selene Silverwind sa book na to about love. So, hindi ko alam kung available pa siya sa market kasi sobrang tagal na nito. Kaya nakalagay dito. Selene Silverwind, who calls herself a love witch, resides in Los Angeles, where she teaches classes and leads workshop in relationship magic and writes serial romantic fiction. She is the author of the Everyday Pagan book and Once Upon a Belton Eve. So, if you're interested in love magics, maraming information ang makakuha dito. Sana may natutunan kayo sa video ito and sa review ko about her book and a short lesson about spell castings, what to do and what not to do. Hanggang sa susunod, and enjoy your Valentine's Day with someone you love and celebrate love. Just be yourself.